Workflows, I put into two big buckets. One is more like from an idea to design, and oftentimes it is leaning more heavily on text or ideas versus actual existing designs. And I included here, you can clarify the ideas through different AI tools such as ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini. Or I will mention a custom GPTs that I've built in a bit. So it's essentially a type of ChatGPT. It's just that I provided some extra thoughts to it to save people's time and to save my time. Regarding AI tools, I can explain further about the nuances between different AI tools so that those are not treated equally, and it really depends on what you want to get out of them. Regarding from an existing experience to design, well, that actually requires more guardrails around what you want to do, right? It may be you have existing website that you can take snapshots from, or you have existing Figma file because Figma is the go-to design tools by many designers, right? So there are different workflows I can talk about in this area as well.
How many designers are using the Figma Make to Figma workflow?
Yeah, great question. So I've talked with many designers. The product designers in the States are using Figma Make quite a bit, just because of the fact that they have the Figma paid plans. That's why they have access to Figma Make already. But when I talk with people outside of the US, for example, I talked with another designer who's based in Asia, and he told me that not a lot of people are using Figma Make. And I was surprised because they do have access to Figma. I don't know why. And for Europe, some of them, and I know some of them, they just don't have access to Figma Make for like whatever reasons.
So it seems like if designers get access, they are using it quite a bit. So that's really interesting, the pickup on these AI prototyping tools, not just for PMs, but clearly for designers as well. What's that fourth area you had about being conscious with AI? Can you give us the next layer deeper on it?
Sure. The being conscious with AI, it's more about, aside from all the tactics of how can we use AI to design better, smarter, and faster, I do want to bring another layer of things. I may not have a lot of time to cover this today, but I believe that during some of the workflows, this is already indirectly interjected in some of my demos. It's basically how to bring more intentions and thoughts around what you're generating, as opposed to fully 100% being driven by AI. I still think some control as a human or some intentionality can go a long way. So for example, some awareness about risks, like I just mentioned about the early brainstorming with AI, product ideas, right? We need to be aware that there are some hallucination, biased insights, outdated insights, irrelevant insights, or low quality generic insights that can be part of the insights that we subconsciously have brought in. Like for example, let's say I'm designing for something, let's say designing for whatever experience, like restaurant booking experience, right? If I were just to ask ChatGPT what's the main pain point of the users, it can give me very general insights or even biased insights that are tailored around a specific type of users, right? So that could be dangerous. Or they just make things up, or they provide generic insights that are not really helpful. So that's that. Regarding recommendations are just ways to mitigate your risks. Like for example, keep human in the loop during the research ideation process, double check the sources. Empathy with the people that you're designing for becomes even more important because, everyone can rely on AI to generate something. But again, AI is not human, right? It does not really have the enough empathy with the people who are they don't really care to a certain extent. Including diverse perspectives in the process become very important. Again, this is also about design intentionality, and this is a huge deal for product designers. Giving user control over automated decision and important data, I think this is pretty self-evident. Audit for AI outputs, nuanced information matters. Mere transcripts. So this is also another interesting point I want to call out. It's just because of the fact that I noticed a lot of PMs and including designers, they would fetch different information. They would feed information into different AI tools tools and they get certain insights, and then they just build and design on top of those insights. But again, there are so much to it. For example, the behavioral insights or sarcasm or hesitation, right? Those kind of behavior clues that it's really hard for AI to understand with mere transcripts. So just a way to call out that, before we're actually generating something out of AI, just make sure the insights are high quality.
Makes sense. So if you had to pick 2 workflows to demo for folks, what are the things that people need to walk away and learn from this video?
There are 2 things. I can demo one of the workflow, which is around this area, that is from a blue sky idea, more or less, to design, because some people are working in this area. I can also give another workflow, which is about from existing experience to design. I can give a demo of something. Like both of the workflows that I will show today are not very commonly used by people. And I thought maybe that can also bring some fresh perspectives.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Pendo, the leading software experience management platform. McKinsey found that 78% of companies are using Gen AI, but just as many have reported no bottom line improvements. So how do you know if your AI agents are actually working? Are they giving users the wrong answers, creating more work instead of less, improving retention, or hurting it? When your software data and AI data are disconnected, you can't answer these questions. But when you bring all your usage data together in one place, you can see what users do before, during, and after they use AI, showing you when agents work, how they help you grow, and when to prioritize on your roadmap. Pendo Agent Analytics is the only solution built to do this for product teams. Start measuring your AI's performance with Agent Analytics at pendo.io/Akash. That's pendo.io/AAKASH. I hope you enjoyed that short clip. You can check out the full episode here.